Hey guys, welcome back to AFK Arena. Now I've got my first ever Guild Wars here going on. I believe there was a Guild Wars earlier before I started playing the game, but since then they hadn't had one, so I'm really pumped to get into it and see what it's like. I have read through the rules, I've got a fair idea of how it works. I have done one of my attacks, so I've got my head around it, and I thought I'd give you guys a few tips on what I'm doing in the guild battles and just go through the general rules and stuff, because there are probably a fair few people who haven't actually played through a Guild Wars yet. And basically we just jump into it. Guild Wars in the top left. You can come here if you're curious about just reading up on the information for Guild Wars. There's the exclamation mark in the top left corner. You can click on that, brings up all the rules and stuff. But basically what it's going to be is your guild versus another guild. It's drawn out over 7 days. The first 2 days are registration, which we have already finished, and then the next 5 days are battling. So each day is a round, so there's 5 rounds, and whichever guild wins the most rounds wins the battle. So each round as well, you have 5 attacks, which is really nice. So if you fail on your first couple, you've still got a chance. And then there's also rewards for round rewards and victory rewards. So not too sure how many summons we'll get and how much gold we'll get, but we'll wait and see as the time progresses and we actually finish this entire guild war. A really interesting feature that I do like that they've put into this one is that every hero starts off at a base level of 160. So it sort of draws everyone up to a level where you've got some more skills into your heroes and all that sort of thing. And also everyone starts out with a full set of mythic gear, just as base. So you don't have to equip it or anything. It's just everyone's units get scaled up to that level. Obviously, if you're past that level, then you will get your added effects. If you've got Mythic Plus gear, I guess that will count as well. And I'm thinking the only other thing that contributes to how strong your units are is going to be the Ascension levels as well. Another thing that they've taken out, which is an interesting one as well, I kind of like it as well, because it lets you play around with more strategies. When we go up here, if we click the top left, we can see the faction bonuses. So all these different faction bonuses that you get from having X amount of units from the same faction, those don't apply, which is really nice. It means it's one area in the game where you don't have to worry about that, and you can just work on pure skill synergy of your team and try and build the best teams possible. So when we go into the Guild Wars, they do say that they're going to try and match you with a guild that is fairly similar matchmaking value to you. So I'm not too sure how they're going to calculate their matchmaking value, whether it's off of just your units or how well you've done in the past. But we'll have to wait and see how that works. But it's good that they're trying to rank you with enemies that are fairly similar. Plus, obviously, we do have that ranking everyone up to 160 and mythic gear. So all those newer players starting out, you may not have the units, but at least the units you do have will be ranked up. You can try and compete against other guilds, and it does make it a lot smoother for the pool. So if you go down to the bottom right, you can see your record. For me, the bottom one was my one offense that I used, and then the top one is obviously a defense that I lost. So my defense isn't doing too good. You can click formation, and this is your defense formation. So I set this up before I actually read the faction thing, so I have most of my faction bonuses, but I feel like my teams are fairly decent in the way they are. And what I tried to do was spread out my stronger units across 2 teams. The third team, I feel like I wanted 2 of my strongest units in each of the first 2 teams at least, to try and get 2 really strong teams, because all you need to do is win 2 of the battles. So if you make your third team not look too weak, but put the odd good unit in there, but you really want to focus on the first two or second 2, or whichever 2 teams you want to focus on, and try and get those 2 wins. So the idea behind spreading out your best units means that they can't just bring their best team against your best team, wipe it out. Actually, not even that. It's so that they can't bring their best team against your second best team, and then their second best team against your third best team. So you really want to spread it out so that their second best team is really going to struggle. So I don't know. This is just what I'm going with at the moment. We'll see how it works. We'll leave my order like that. Obviously, I've had a loss already, but we'll keep going. So now what we'll do is we will jump into my attacks and see how we can go. So I've got 4 more attacks to go. I have used 1. So like I said, each round you get you get to have your 5 attacks. I've had one, so let's just have a look at this one and see if we can beat it. So when you go into your formation, it's going to come up something like this. You don't have to worry about power levels because sort of everyone's going to be around the same, like I said, gear and level range. So you just got to look at the enemy team and try and find out what's going to work for you. So this guy has got some pretty solid teams. Not over. So this to me looks like the weaker team. This team looks decent. This team looks decent. The Chimera, which is the mage on the front row, is really annoying for me. But what I might do against this team, all right, I'm just going to clear all my teams, and then we'll select it and see what we can't come up with. Hopefully, we can come up with a winning combination. So the 2 teams I want to really try for wins against. See, this one's got Brutus and I can't say his name. It's like Severus or whatever it is, the spear guy. He hits so hard. So that's a really tough one up there. This one I feel like we'll do alright against. So this one I kind of want to bring my Brutus and Severus, if that's his name. I can't remember it too well. I'm still getting used to the names. I want to bring those 2. They do have the light bearers there, which counter these guys. So I might even throw in... I don't really have a strong counter for those in the Graveborns. So what I might end up doing is putting her in there because she's just a good little disruption unit. Sort of disrupt the mage. Let's see, what else do we want to put into this one? They've only got the 1 centered unit, so we might throw this in there as well. And then to counter that Hogan, I know we don't get the faction bonuses, but this guy's got the passive where he gives everyone some life leech, which is really good for these other guys that I do have on my team. So we'll go with that. And then for this last one, I think I'm actually going to take him in. Just so we've got something to counter those light bearers. See how it works. That's going to be that team. And now I've got to choose whether I want to really counter this team or this team. And I'm thinking that I'm going to counter this team, and I'm just going to use, on this bottom row, I'm going to use my light bearers. On this top one, this is going to be actually my main team. Now, the Pixie, she dances away very early on, so she's not a tank, but she can sort of take some aggro, take some damage, then bounce out of the picture and let them go onto someone else. So I've been using her on frontline and really enjoying it. So after that, I think what we want to do is we're going to have to get rid of this guy. So we're just going to go like this. We're just going to do that and see what happens, because these two, my tank here and my mage here, both have the faction advantage over these 2 guys. So we'll see what happens. And then this one, we'll just throw in whatever and see if it can win, because I don't think it's really going to win. I might put this bad boy in here because he's got the advantage against those, and then we might just throw in, I don't even have any good units left, so let's go with him. We'll go with a bit of, we'll throw some of these guys in, see what happens. And her. Alright, let's test this. Next team, and begin battle. Let's see what happens. This is the team that I'm thinking I'm just going to auto lose on. I feel like I don't really have a chance. So we'll see what actually does happen. So that Chimera just used her ultimate, and that is going to just completely drain the life out of my units, which is not good. And there goes the loss. Basically right there, I feel like that's the loss. Yep. Okay, that was the giveaway. Now we really need to win the next 2. GG, sir, GG. Alright, here we go. Okay, we're doing really well down the bottom here. It looks like he's about to use his ultimate. That hits really hard, and we're pretty good against that Brutus, I think. I think we'll get the Brutus down. Hopefully. No, he's got the shields. No, okay, the Severus just hit his ultimate. He's going to start hitting hard. I've put them to sleep. We're getting some damage out. We're getting there. Okay, I think we do have this one. I think I can call it now. I think we've got it. Just as long as this spear guy doesn't take everyone out. As you can see, he is chunking the damage out right now. Oh no, this doesn't look too good actually. Okay, we get the sleep. There's no way he can 3v1. No way he can 3v1 at all. You're kidding me if he 3v1s. Yeah, got him. Yeah, sorry, I'm really bad with the names, and some of them are just dyslexic and get them wrong with what they say. But we should slowly get here. It's just I've only got one attacker and a bunch of supports, and he keeps reviving. But there we go. That's him down. Now it's the deciding round. This is what we're here for. All right, we've got the defense. Hopefully my Brutus can go into spin mode and just kill everyone. Nice. I think we got it. There we go. Yep. Got him down. Okay, so that worked. That ended up working, but it's actually going to be quite challenging to get enough wins. I mean, that was pretty close. Got myself up to rank 4. I'm still not 100% sure how the ranking system goes, but up the top here, you can see our scores, the opponent's scores. Obviously, they have the stars up here, which correlate to how many victories you've had, so how many days you've won. And that's pretty much that. So let's just jump into another challenge. I can't select opponents while at this rank. Okay. Apparently that's where it's at. I think I need to wait for them, because in the rules it does also state that the people you're attacking have to be a higher rating than you. So I must have to wait till some of the enemies creep up and then do my attacks again. And it must be just a battle of attrition, trying to knock them back down as they come up and have more attacks than them and work it through like that. So that's where the guild battle's at the moment. So this war, hopefully we will win it, but I'll just hang out until they let me challenge someone else and we'll go again. But once it's sort of over and we get the rewards and figure out how it all pans out in the end, I will make another video about it. But that's going to be it for the Guild Wars at the moment, guys. Not a bad system. I do like that scaling idea of giving everyone mythic gear, getting everyone to level 160. It just adds more strategy than what you can play with in the standard game if you're not at that level. So make sure you check out your skills and what skills you actually will have at level 160, so you know what you're bringing into your teams. But that's going to be it, guys. So thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.